Hello Cobras and welcome back to Super Paper Mario on TryclydeTamer. You know something I've never thought to do? Deposit my items for withdrawal later. So let's use the store function. And I'm gonna store this Daisy tier because I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more of a rare item. Something I've never shown. If you go to 3D outside Merlin's house, got TYOP's records, sequential jumps 8, sequential stylish moves 8, lucky 8 ball. And flip side outskirts, let's flip to 3D this way. And we see that warp pipe off in the distance, and we see these pegs right here. And the directional arrows of how we want to put them, I'm pretty sure it's down, up, okay, I just have to edit those two, not edit, I guess it's just down, up, down, pretty simple pattern. And look at that, heart pillar, easy as that. A little bit less complicated than any others. How about we give Bowser the honor of initiating this one? Green is nice. And as you would expect, going by the colors of the rainbow, Roy G. Biv, green is color number 4. I like the color green. Let's start chapter 4 without further ado. Speed running tactics by using the return pipe even though we're still within flip side. But I don't care, let's go ahead and start chapter 4 right off. I don't even want to do any side quest stuff. Through the fierce battle against Francis, Tippy and the Mario gang grew closer. Behind the fourth door lay a whole new world that beckoned both. What awaited was vaster and stranger than anything they'd encountered so far. In order to claim their pure heart, they would have to endure new, far-out trials. So what does this mean? It means Chapter 4-1, Into Outer Space. Didn't expect something like this now, did you? Hey, there's a star door. Hey, there's another star door. Star doors everywhere. Nah, just kidding. They're just normal stars for me because, yeah, this is kind of outer space and stars totally look like all that. It was a nice transition though, so I'll give it a 5 stars. Stars everywhere. I believe we're in outer space, almost certainly. And a cartoon kind of thing where we realize stuff. What troubles you, Mario? Ah, yes, of course. We seem to be lacking air. You need that, don't you? Oh gracious me, what am I to do? Well, let me see. So, no! Thank you, base click and drag god. Well, we're at a standstill here. Hey, please, wake up. You're alright, aren't you? Oh, thank goodness. I don't really know how I got us all out of there. It just sort of happened. We don't last out there as we are. Perhaps we should ask Merlin's spice. Okay, let's do that. So we have the pixels carrying berries. There's going to be one called Terry, where we can just tear enemies up. That would be nice, but sadly it's not the case. Sorry if that's spoilers, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that was fairly quick work. You've already found the next sphere heart? Yeah, we had to go for Narnia for this one, and it was actually a pretty fun time. No, Merlin. That door led us straight into outer space. Space? Oh ho, I imagine that was an unwelcome surprise. You probably knew about it, Merlin. Yes, there was no air, so Mario and his friends couldn't breathe. What do we do? Well, if you had a space helmet, you would be alright, I imagine. And you have one? Of course, I don't have one. But imagine that even something like a space helmet would suffice. I just so happened to... Oh, question mark. Oh, blast it! What now? Oh, double blast it all, cleaned out my shelves the other day. Yes, I had the perfect thing, but I was making space and I gave it to someone in town. To who? Oh, just some random boy. Seemed more convenient than recycling it. You must find that boy and explain the situation. Get it back from him. Well, I thinks I knows what boys to look for's. Why, this boy right here, look at that, very convenient fishbowl. Huh? Did Merlin gives me something like a helmet? You mean this fishbowl? Yeah, I kept the Captain Gills here in the cup, but then he got too big for it. Yeah, that's why I got real happy when I got his fishbowl. Thing says now the captain got so big, the bowl got too small for him. Should I be giving him a New York voice or just, I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe we can find a nice place to set Captain Gills free from me. Captain deserves freedom. When he gets the fishbowl, that's good, huh? But where can he go? I want to know that he'll be nearby at all times. He got to help me. Okay, we'll help you. Dang, you can extend those arms. Goldfish bowl. Find a place to release the fish. Funny because you said freedom, this is going up on 4th of July. America! But I think I know the perfect place to set Captain Gills free. Yes, straight into the void! No, actually we're coming down here by this little water pool, down by the underwear bar. It sounds like some kind of gay strip club. This looks like a good place to release Captain. Release goldfish here? Sure, how about that? It's kind of important to the story, and he just hops out. Now the fishbowl's empty, that means you can use it in space helmet. Now we can go to space, so let's head back to the door. Alright, let's head back to the door, but I want to see him. Hey, how you doing down there? I mean, you got a little bit more space down here, and we got seaweed down here. Maybe it's radioactive and it's gonna grow up to be some kind of big super mutant fish that kills everything it sees. But let's go talk to Flynn down this way. Freelance sales freak owner and proprietor of the shirt. I sell stuff that's so hard to find, not even I can find it. You can earn me right looking and buy. Alright. Good things like Ultra Shroom Shake, and we can afford it. We got Catch Card of Speeds. So many things I could consider, huh? I think I will grab these Swamp and Gnaw cards right here just for the sake of grabbing them, even though I don't really plan to get all the ones from people that you can like buy from. I just want to find the ones in the chapters, as I said. Next little session of this, Chapter 4-1. I'm feeling some deja vu from this. But we have the fish helmet now, so I'd say we're able to go safely now. Want to use the helmet? No I don't. It's dangerous heading into space all willy-nilly, you know. Please put the helmet on. Alright, I guess I will. You'd have a little bit of a run around with that, and I'm pretty sure if you insist on saying no, you'll get a game over. Very well, let's go then. The Pure Heart, somewhere in the Sea of Stars. Yes it is, and we can swim and stuff. Yeah, we're not quite ready for Mario Galaxy yet. How does Carrie work in space? Ah, she can carry you around. It's actually all pretty swimmingly nice. And what's all this noisy stuff going on? Let's go down a little bit. And it says SOS, sauce, forgetting the 5 for seconds of summer, I don't know. Sparkly thing, and you may think, what do you do? But remember, we have Tippy back, so we can do this thing again. There's something here. What in the world is this? Why was this hidden here? She's gonna illuminate it for us. Let's go examine it. Is this a spaceship? Looks rather like it. And it blasts us away. Good thing it didn't have like any crazy rotors that would slice me up. Squarp! Squirple Sweeple Squinks! Morning, Squarp! Oh dear, who are you? An alien, perhaps? You're the ones looking for the Pure Heart, Squirple! Cuter than I thought. How do you know about the Pure Heart, and about us? Are you allied with Count Black? I demand answers. No scary faces, you can call me Squirps. I'm your captain, Squarp! And if you want the Pure Heart, we need to work together, Swoop! Whatever do you mean? Please explain yourself. Squirps can't tell much now, but you must trust Squirps. Now follow me, Squinks! Voice track on every squ sound. Squawk! You heed the captain, you are Space Grunt now, and that is the only rule! Your only responses should be yes sir and gotcha, understand, Squircle? Yes sir. Squash. Looks like you understand your place, Squirp! Are you okay with this? Give that head nod in your space helmet, if you say so. Great, let's get ready then. Squarp formation, Squoogle! We'll squarp directly to the Pure Heart. It's like warping except Squirps invented it. In order to squarp, we'll need a lot of energy. Squeak! You're all brimming with power-up power, right? You must give it to Squirps. Brimming with power-up punch power. Press A to give Squirps your power-up power, and press and hold it until you think you build up enough power-up power, then release. I like how the tutorials are going along with the humor itself. Just hold up A and it's all like... success! Yes, it's all like success. And here we go! Squarp! And we go into a dimensional void. Is Squirps the creator of the void itself? No. No, he isn't. He's an ally, even though we have our doubts about him right now. And these little things are a little bit slow because we have to have Mario circulate his way out, and then we have to have Squirps get into formation. Squo? What is it, Squirps? We're not even close to our destination, Swoops. Is that all the power-up power you have, Squirp? Good for nothing, Space Grunt. Squirps was an idiot for thinking you had more. Well, good for nothings have their own good for nothing ways of moving, Squank. There's a ways to go before you reach the pure heart. You must space swim. Use 2 to shoot enemies with my Squarp beam. Squarp! Fire space grunt. Charge! Alright, so we just shoot things all crazy like and things. These are Jellian enemies right here. I don't really remember a lot of the names for a lot of enemies, but I kind of studied all these ones. And you don't really rack up points for not missing shots. You just do all this stuff. And okay, there's nothing in 3D here. It doesn't seem to be the case. I think the next screen will have something, unless it's a little bit later in this screen and it didn't appear. And yes, I'm pretty sure it is the case because we got a more solid rock in our immediate vicinity. And okay, it doesn't seem to be here. Maybe that's set up farther. Oh wait, oh yeah, I see it off in the distance there. It's the catch card on the field. This big rock here. Let's get over to it. Okay, it's a little bit farther out. I keep on second guessing myself or whatever. And you can't really like go up or down while you're in 3D, so you have to position yourself a little bit better. So you have to like get into the vicinity of the rock, and it's really weird stuff. And a lot of Jellians here. Let's pick up a photon card. Okay, those are Jellians, not photons. There's enemies that'll appear in a minute called photons. How long have I been recording? 5 minutes, and that was a level up there. I'm pretty sure it was my HP that leveled up. I won't be ending this episode here quite yet because, well, I'm pretty sure the first little session was only like 6 minutes, and I'm adding on to it because I'm dividing 13 and 14 a little bit differently because episode 13 would have been a little bit too long for my likes. I'm pretty sure these enemies are the photons right there, so yeah, we're able to do more damage to them. Nice things. Bam, shooting them. And the little orbs going around them would be shooting you all over the place. And don't worry about this being like a little maze. These all take you to the same place, really. So I just gotta remember exactly where everything is. And actually, as far as I know, that's the only catch card on the field in Chapter 4. So, only one, and other websites don't even make note of it. I'm pretty sure IGN doesn't, but Super Mario Wiki does, and I trust Super Mario Wiki. I don't really need to worry about 2D too much, but that's the thing that happens right there. Minor inconvenience that was. Let's use this next Squarp portal. I don't even know if it was made by Squarps. Maybe it was made by his ancestors, and they still retain the same color. Maybe they're like creators of black holes. Maybe he is truly dangerous. Well, as I said, he's a friend. Don't really have to worry about him. He's not exactly a party member, but he's going to be our friend for this chapter. And we got catch card SPs. And these enemies right here, I think they're like called Warpids or whatever. Let's see exactly what they're called. Yeah, Warpids. They teleport all over the place and stuff. There's going to be a lot coming up over this way if we go over here. A lot of them will appear. Yes, indeed. Let's shoot them all crazy even though we only got one. Yeah, there's a lot. In practice, I use the catch card SP on them, but I'd rather wait until a little bit more challenging of an enemy. Those guys are pretty all over the place, but this is pretty much the only chapter section that they appear in, because the rest of Chapter 4, not really to spoil much, will be taking place on planetoid-related stuff, kind of like Chapter 7 in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Wow, I actually said the full title for once. There's a tiny thing in the background there, but I can't reach it because it's actually in the background, as I said. So we have to go find yet another rock with stars on it, and we can teleport, well, of course, Squarp to the background. I gotta get my terms right. Get onto my hand, Squarp, and let's go into this very tiny planetoid. It's actually a lot like Galaxy, where there's one that's sitting there and you go in here and it's like a rainbow star and you get a lot of star bits or whatever. And rule of thumb, go into 3D, get all the coins, and I messed up. Yeah, that was only worth a few coins, but you never go wrong with coins, as usual. Let's just keep on moving around. Look, is there something behind that? No, there isn't. Just a straight shot to the end. That's pretty much all that Chapter 4.1 offers, just an introduction to Squarps and the whole space travel thing that happens. End of chapter! Gradienty colors. Mario and the gang cruised through space, led by the young alien named Squarps. What kind of creature was it anyway, and what was with those weird noises? Whenever confronted with a question, it would say, "Squarps a squarp, squawk!" All they could do was trust that he knew where the pure heart was and follow him. They were doing just that when something appeared ahead of them. It was a teeny tiny planet. So let's take his squawky space parrotness into Chapter 4.2, Paper Emergency. If only there were 20 chapter sections here. This planet really seems on the small side. Just where do you intend to take us? Somewhere on this planet should be an entrance to the space byway, Squarp. Yep, it's a shortcut to the pure heart. Really, you don't say. Where might that entrance be? Squish, 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 squish. You're gonna laugh, Squag. It's... Squarp's forgot. Oh boy. Long ellipses. Don't look at Squarps like that. Everything's fine. I think there should probably be some clues around here, Squirple. What a wretch. What is it? Did you remember something? No, I have to go potty. I really have to go squirk. I can't hold it anymore. Especially when it gets those triangle eyes like that. Ellipses. Let's look for some clues ourselves. Alright, Planet Globule. We can jump really high. And hey, look at that. A very convenient porta potty. Let's talk to Squirps here. Squirps! It's occupied, Swinkle! Whoever's in there won't come out. This way, Squirps is going to have an accident. Who's it occupied by? Here I see the more awaiting you, amor. No more, no more, amor. This is no time for some silly song, Squirple. I've got a bathroom emergency here. 100 years ago, amor. I came in here to go, amor. So bored, amor. Man, you must have eaten a lot of stuff. No toilet paper here, amor. Wait 100 years, amor. What for, amor? Any paper, please, amor? Just a sheet for me, amor. Implore, amor. Next time on Let's Play Super Paper Mario, we're gonna make an attempt to find some toilet paper for this actual Italian-speaking thing. So until next time, don't toast yourself.